Hello, Master Tax here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 8 Premium German medium tank. It is the M48A2 Raumpanzer. If you're new to my channel and you enjoy what you see, please don't forget to subscribe. So before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank are quite good. My commander's onto a 6th skill, the rest are on the 5th skill. It is my crew from my Leopard 1. The equipment I'm using in the special mobility slot is vents. Then in the special scouting slot I've got a gun rammer, so no bonus there, and a vertical stabilizer. Also use a premium consumable food. On field modifications I have maxed this out, so I get a permanent bonus of plus 3% to engine power, haven't fiddled with any other modifications. So now let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Siegfried Line. It's a standard battle and we're all tier 8, so a good test. So if recently you see me Viperia video, I want to use the same tactics but obviously a different tank. So I want to push straight into the city and against the end street houses, and I find that a great place. Doesn't matter what tank you're in, it's a great place when it's a standard battle and you spawn on this side. So I'll tell you a little bit about this tank, and I'm still unsure about it. I can't really get into it. I can't say it's a good tank, but on occasions I do have good battles in it. So I'll tell you about the gun first, and you get a 90mm gun. This is an American tank taken over by the Germans, so it's the standard 90mm you get on the American tanks. You have 205mm of penetration, which is nothing special at tier 8, and you get the standard 240 alpha damage that you get on the American guns. With my crew and equipment I've managed to get a reload time of 5.52 seconds, which does give us a DPM of 2611, which isn't too bad. Then I've got an aim time of 1.49 seconds, which is really good, and my dispersion is 0.35, so not quite as good as what proper German tanks have got. But with this being an American tank, you would expect to get the gun depression you normally do on an American tank, but you slightly don't on this. You only get 9 degrees, where you will get 10 degrees on an American tank. Maybe it's because you've got that shovel on the front, I'm not exactly sure. So I've made it to the place where I wanted to get to, and as you can see I've started to rack up a lot of assistance, managed to get a couple of shots in. So I want to just hold this corner. It's always nice if somebody comes behind you, one of your teammates, and covers the other side so you don't get shot from behind. But it looks like I'm by myself at the moment. There is a projectile trying to push down the main street, which is really dangerous, so I'm not exactly sure how long he will last. But I'm just going to try and stop at this area. I am proxy spotting a Scorpion G that's just behind us, facing an AT-15, but he has got a weak spot on the top, so I'm trying to aim for that. Hopefully I can get it. My aim time's great for it, but the dispersion isn't the best, but I'm not doing too bad. I can get to it, and I'm bouncing all his shots so far. So on this tank your armour sounds really good on paper, and it isn't the worst armour. The only problem with your armour is you've got a massive cupola, and that is a weak spot. But if you angle like this with that shovel, it does block the shots to your lower plate. It is spaced armour, so it does work really well. So I'll tell you about the armour. On the front of the hull you get 152.4mm of armour, which is really good, and then you get 76.2mm on the side, 25.4 on the rear, and I've just been shot from the rear. CS52. I should have expected that projectile 46 wouldn't last long, but I didn't keep an eye on him, so I'm moving to cover this end now. So back to the armour, and now I'll tell you about the turret armour, and you do get 254mm of armour on the front, which is really good, but you do have that cupola that isn't on that cupola, and then you get 76.2mm on the side, 50.8 on the rear. So in the male 1951 started pushing there. I have only got 99 hit points left, so I was fortunate to get a shot into that male 1951, and one of my teammates took him out, because I am a one-shotter for any tank in the game. They could maybe even turn to HE and take us out if they struggle with me armour, so so I'm going to have to be really cautious. I'm definitely going to have to keep hard up against these buildings because an artillery shot will take us out straight away, and it's going to be really difficult trying to cover both sides since I haven't got support here. There is support sitting a little bit further back, but I'm going to have to try and keep people spotted, proxy spotting them, not revealing myself, and I've managed to get a shot into an IS-3 and it looked like they were all going to push around this side, so good job I did come to this side, but I'm going to have to rely on my team to cover me rear. So I am farming a little damage from the IS-3. If these two T-28s push round, I will end up being in big trouble. I have got some support at this side, Scorpion Su-101, but there is decent armour on them T-28s. Can I get that IS-3? I've got to be a little bit wary because he will, even if he snapshots us, it is in a decent place, he will take us out. So I'm turning around now, just going to proxy spot this corner, make sure nobody's coming behind us. Team is pushing through the town now a little bit on this side, so just having a little peek round the corner. Can I get some shots into the back of the T-28? There's a Carnarvon round here. Support me team pushing, he shouldn't be looking at me and he's not, so I've snuck a shot into there, but I am spotted. Hopefully there's no artillery shot. I want to help with this Carnarvon. Peek through, there's another snapshot straight in the back of his turret, and how lucky was I there. Bounce a shot from a charioteer, which has got a really good gun, so I'm going to turn around, head back behind these buildings in this street, and there's the artillery. Hopefully my teammate in the WZ can take the artillery out and I don't have to worry about him. The T-28s look like they're heading this way again. A little bit dodgy. Turning my armour to face them, trying to pull back, see if I can get a snapshot and track them. There's a track shot, no damage though, so I'm just pulling back, trying to get in cover, trying to be hulled down. When he pops around the corner, I am going to try and take his track off, so I've taken his track off again. I do need support, but I haven't got any at the moment. I'm going to try and keep him tracked in position, but I can see his cupola. No penetration with that 205mm, just peeking out again. Keep hold down, I might be okay. Can I get the cupola? There's one in the cupola, and when I moved he's missed his shot. I suspect I've got a better reload, so I pushed in, took a shot, tracked him again, and he's me support. Getting shots into Sivan. Can I get the cupola? Another shot into his cupola. Come on teammates, take him out. And he's been taken out, and I got a little bit assistance for it. I do get quite a decent amount of assistance using this tank, not just from tracking tanks but also spotting, because I've got a view range of 441 meters, which is just below the maximum 445, so the view range is quite decent. So there's only the charioteer. Only one more thing I can tell you about the tank, and that's the mobility, which isn't great. You get a top speed going forward of 40 and a reverse speed of 18. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Was a master is tank reward, and that's down to me 2,885 damage with 2,724 assist. Also got the Confederate medal, which have got to hit more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6. I hit 7. Also got the Spartan, which have got to survive a ricochet or non-penetrating shot from an enemy player. Your vehicle must have 10% of its hit points or less, and you've got to survive. I think I've done that twice. And I also got the Steel Wall. You've got to receive the most hits, at least 11 of any other player on your team, with potential damage of 1,000 hit points, and survive. I bound 1,630 potential damage. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1,341. Second for damage, I made 228,000 credits. That's due to a personal mission payout and a personal reserve bonus, plus 8,249 XP. That's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal mission payout, and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it and found the information useful. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner. Cheers.